Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more.
Once I rose above the noise and confusion, just to get a glimpse beyond this illusion. I was soaring ever higher, but I flew too high. Though my eyes could see, I still was a blind hen. Though my mind could think, I still was a mad hen. I hear the voices when I'm dreaming. I can hear them say, you cry no more.
Masquerading as a mouse with the reason. My charade is the event of the season. If I claim to be a wise mouse, surely means that I don't know. On a stormy sea of emotion, tossed about, I'm like a ship on the ocean, set course for the winds of fortune. But I hear the voices say, carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more. You cry. Don't you cry no
And carry on we will.
Give it up for my band here. I am Chuck E. Cheese, and this is the best day ever!
Yeah, and I am in a party mood, dude.
Hey, Chucky, is there a problem with our lights? Why are they flickering on and off?
It's giving me a headache.
Gee, I don't know. Let's check with our backstage technician. Hey, Larry!
Oh, hi, Chuck.
Is everything okay back there? Something seems to be wrong with our stage lights.
Oh, really? Well, I don't know why that could be. Everything's just right as rain back here.
Doesn't look like it to me.
You sure about that, Larry?
Oh, okay. You got me. I'm sorry, Chuck. I was doing my weekly fuse inspection, and I noticed my shoes were untied. So I knelt down, did the old X marks the spot bunny ears around the block, but I messed up, and I had to do it again. And again. And again. But at some point, I got some wires mixed up with my shoelaces. Next thing I know, I'm all tangled up.
Shocking!
It's okay. Don't panic. I am a highly trained technician, and I live for moments like this.
You live for embarrassing moments?
Oh, Jasper.
No, I live for a challenge. Because no matter how tough a situation might be, if you work hard enough and don't give up, you're bound to figure it out eventually. And once you do figure it out, you're better off because of it.
That's true, Larry. Way to keep a positive attitude.
Yeah. Well, life is going to hand you challenges from time to time. All you can do is decide how you're going to respond. Me, I just try to do my best and forget about the rest.
I couldn't agree with you more. Is there anything we can do to help?
Oh, yeah. Can you guys do another song? I could really use some music to untangle to.
What do you say, guys?
Of course.
That's what we do best.
Moving forward using all my breath. Spending time with you was never second best. I saw the world crashing all around your face. Never really knowing it was always mesh and lace. I'll stop the world and melt with you. You've seen the difference and it's getting better all the time. There's nothing you and I won't do. I'll stop the world and melt with you. We should know better. Dream of better lives, the kind which never hates. We should see why. Trapped in a state of imaginary grace. We should know better. And I made a pilgrimage to save this human's race. We should see why. Never comprehending a race that's long gone by. I'll stop the world and melt with you. Let's stop the world. You've seen the difference and it's getting better all the time. The world. There's nothing you and I won't do. the world. I'll stop the world. I'll stop the world. I'll stop the world and melt with you. I'll stop the world and stop the world. You've seen the difference and it's getting better all the time. Stop the world. There's nothing you and I won't do. I'll stop the world and stop the world. I'll stop the world and melt with you. I'll stop the world and melt with you. I'll stop the world and stop the world. I'll stop the world and melt with you. I'll stop the world and stop the world. I'll stop the world and melt with you. I'll stop the world and stop the world. I'll stop the world and melt with you.
Did you figure it out, Larry?
I sure did. And I upgraded my shoelaces.
Larry, aren't those the wires from the lighting circuits?
Yep, I'm starting a new trend.
I think they're pretty.
Well, as long as everything's working back there.
Go.
Larry? Larry? Don't worry, kids. Larry has a mostly perfect track record. I'm sure he'll get everything working right real soon.
Hey, maybe Jasper can tell us another joke while we wait. What do you say, Jasper?
I'm gonna pass on that.
Sorry about that, Chuck. I tripped over the video cable. But don't fret. I can get it working again.
Okay, Larry, no worries. Maybe this would be a good time for us to take a break until you can get all of this sorted out.
I can't hear you, Chuck. I think something must be wrong with the audio feed, too. But this might be a good time for you guys to take a break until I can get all of this sorted out.
Oh, brother. Good idea. Okay, kids, see you back here in a few.